No portion of Soup for the Soul may be used in part or whole without the expressed written consent of Kimmy Wyatt. That's me. Hello, everyone. This Soup for the Soul is called Talking on Your Way to the Top. And please don't read too far into the title. I'm definitely not talking about someone talking while they're on their way to success. I'm talking about those who talk about you as you are on your way to success because they don't believe that you are. Ooh. Let me interject here and notify a lot of those who don't recognize that they don't recognize not only the impact of Satan, but how Satan is, how can I put it, thinking for them. For instance, you know that the things that you're going through is because God has something better for you, and you know that as with coupled along with that is that Satan will come along and try to stop you at every angle, whatever he can do to stop you. And usually it's because he knows a lot of people don't want you to be successful, and so he comes along like, oh, this is a good one. And so what happens is you got people talking behind your back, people that you don't even talk to on the phone. You don't even have a conversation with them. You probably see them, if anything, once a year. And yet they know everything about you. They feel like this is happening because of that, or if she hadn't have, maybe this and that. You guys, let me tell you something. I'm going to say this and I'm going to stress it. Satan does not mess with those he already has. Period. Satan will never mess with you, and I'm talking about those who have to put their 2 cents on someone's life when they're trying to do something and be successful. Satan will never mess with you. That's the reason why you don't understand why Satan is messing with someone trying to do something, because he already has you. Why would Satan want to mess with you when you're already on his team and you've never even thrown a ball or anything? You are on his team. You've never even, and what I mean by that, you are unaware that you're on his team and you're on his team. And so you have people who are trying to go to the top of the ladder. They have people who, whether anyone has ever said anything or not, they already know what's going on in the background, or they may know what's going on in the background. People talking. I just want to tell and encourage, rather, anyone who is going through anything, and it seems like just when this door is open, somebody comes along, evil, and closes it up, and your fingers were right there, and your fingers get smashed in the door, and you don't understand why, because you haven't done anything to anyone, you haven't touched anyone, you hadn't done any da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do you know how many times, and I like to use Oprah as an example, do you know how many times Oprah, if she would be honest, and I'm not saying be honest like she's going to lie. I'm just saying just be blatantly honest. Do you know how many times Oprah probably had doors closed on her? Probably had family members saying this and saying that? Do you know how many times anyone who is successful, Kraft Corporation, anyone, Walmart, oh my goodness, Sam Walton. Do you know how many times these people had people such as yourself, if you're that type of person, slam doors in their face, talk about them behind their back, say it's not going to work out, it's never going to happen. Why don't you stop doing this and stop doing that? But guess what? When it's all said and done, when God steps in and says, it's done, it's over, you have no choice but to go up from here on out. And then these same people see you start creeping up the ladder, and yes, you're able to pay off those old bills. Yes, you're able to even maybe buy a little house or whatever for you to live in. Yes, oh my God, they have another vehicle or a new one or got whatever it is, they're going up the ladder. These same people will start scratching their chins, scratching the side of their heads, scratching their foreheads, scratching their scalp because they don't get it. They thought you were doomed, but you knew all along that all the strife that you went through, the stress, the things that were going on with you, not one time did you have unwavering faith that whatever it was that you wanted was going to come to fruition. But up that ladder, you did wonder, why are they talking? But guess what? It's not over. Not only do you have a nice, comfortable place to stay, vehicle or whatever, you're set. You're still going to the top because you never stopped and you never will. And here they come once you get to the epitome of where the Lord wants to take you. These same people will say, I know her. That's my sister. That's my aunt. That's my cousin. That's my this and that's my that. Oh, we went to school together. That was my best friend. Lord Jesus, and it's sad. Oh, we went to church together. I'm not through. Let me finish. We played on the playground together. Oh my God, we were on the same team playing volleyball, and it goes on and on and on. People, please stop talking about people trying to do something, and just because you may have something right now in your life and they haven't, they may have something when you didn't have anything. They may have had something when you had nothing, and they did not sit there and judge you because you didn't have anything, but you want to stick your chest out because you think you're kicking it. Trust me, if you're not trying to be successful and they're going to kick it way better than you ever could. Let me say that again. If you are not doing anything, if they're going to up the ladder and be successful and you're not trying to do anything, but you think you have it going on right now, trust me, they're going to kick it way better than you ever could. Thus the reason for their drive, the reason for them going through the things that they've gone through, the reason for them dropping to their knees and praying every night, the reason for all the cries, the reasons for the things that you will never know and they may never tell you. Why tell you something when you already judging them according to what you already think you know? So please stop talking about people on their way to the top. Because when they get there, yes, you may have played with them on the playground. That may be true. And yes, you may be their cousin, third cousin. Yes, you may be their aunt or uncle. Yes, you may be their brother, sister, ex-supervisor. I knew them when. You may be right next to them in that yearbook for high school. But I'm going to tell you something. They're not going to know who you are. Ooh. Did that hurt? They're not going to know who you are. Not in the sense that you're going to want them to know who you are. That's why it's very critical to be careful about how you treat people on this planet and how you treat people regardless of their walk of life. It just may not be the time for them, but yet they are still doing it. They are still going. And you can't sit there and point the finger at someone who's still going. Like that ever-ready battery. That little bunny, rather, on the commercial. He keeps going and going and going. So you have to be careful about talking about people on their way to the top. Okay? This is KimMe Wyatt. Thank you for joining this Soup for the Soul. And I'm going to say it again. Be careful. because I may have played with you on that playground, but look here, who are you? Who are you? I remember when I was trying to go to the top, you were the main person talking about me and pointing the finger and doing all this. I don't know you. You look familiar. Thank you for joining the Soup for the Soul. I hope you listen to all of my Soup for the Souls. I love to record them. I have plenty of them. Hasta la vista, Buenos Aires, Buenas noches, Arriba del Che, Au revoir, Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you, where the good Lord split you. Bye, Chabela, smooches.